That night felt heavier than anything I had ever carried before. The room was quiet, too quiet, but my mind wouldn't stop. Thoughts kept crashing into each other, louder and louder, until I couldn't tell what was real anymore. I sat on the edge of my bed, staring at nothing, feeling everything. I was tired, not just physically tired, but the kind of tired that reaches your soul, the kind that makes you question why you're still here. If you had seen me earlier that day, you wouldn't have noticed anything was wrong. I smiled, I laughed, I said all the right things. But behind all of that, I was falling apart, and no one knew. It didn't happen all at once. It never does. It was slow, quiet. A build-up of disappointment, loneliness, and thoughts I didn't know how to fight anymore. I started believing things about myself that I would have never believed before, that I didn't matter, that I was a burden, that maybe the world would be quieter without me in it. That night, those thoughts got louder than ever. I remember sitting there in the dark, feeling like I had reached the end of something I couldn't come back from. I wasn't looking for attention. I wasn't trying to make a statement. I just wanted the pain to stop. And for a moment, I had decided that it would. Then something happened. It wasn't dramatic. There was no flash of light, no sound in the room. But in the middle of all that noise in my head, everything suddenly went still. And I heard it, not with my ears, but clearly enough that I couldn't ignore it. Your life still has purpose. I froze. It didn't feel like one of my thoughts. It didn't sound like the voice that had been tearing me down all night. This was different, calm, certain. I looked around the room, half expecting to see someone standing there, but there was no one. Still, something had changed. For the first time in what felt like forever, the weight lifted, just a little. The noise quieted, and in its place, there was peace, real peace, the kind you can't explain when everything around you is still falling apart. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but I reached for my phone. My hands were still shaking as I typed one word: God. I don't even know why I did it. I hadn't been searching for him. I hadn't been praying. But in that moment, it felt like the only place left to turn. As I scrolled, one line stopped me. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I read it again. And again. Something inside me broke, but not in the way it had been breaking all night. This time, it felt like something was being put back together. Tears came, but they were different now. Not just pain, but release. For the first time, I felt like I wasn't alone. That night didn't fix everything instantly. The struggles didn't disappear overnight. But something shifted deep inside me. I had hope, and hope is powerful. It's quiet, but it's strong enough to carry you when nothing else can. I started talking to God after that, not in perfect words, not in long prayers, just honestly, just real. And slowly, things began to change. Not all at once, but enough for me to keep going. Looking back now, I realized something I couldn't see then. I thought I was completely alone in that room. But I wasn't, even at my lowest moment, when I had already made up my mind. God was there, and He spoke. If you're reading this right now, and you feel like you're at the end, like the weight is too much, like the silence is too loud, I need you to hear this. Your life still has purpose, even if you can't see it yet, even if you don't feel it right now. The fact that you're still here means your story isn't over.